good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are with us at this time. Thank you, Susan, for giving me this opportunity to take through our trainees what Synkron Training Center is. So we have two parts of this presentation. I will be able to take you through the first part of it, and then my colleague Kevin will take the other section of it. So to begin with, I want us first of all to understand why Synkron Training Center was established and what it and why or where it's built on, the purpose and when it was founded, and why we find Synkron Training Center to be unique as compared to other training facilities we have across or around the region. So Synkron Training Center has been in operation the last 4 or 5 months, but its sister company Synkron Africa, it has been in operation for the last 15 years across the 46 African countries, where we have worked on more than 1,000 real industrial projects. When we were working on this project as engineers in the field, we realized there exist different gaps, especially in our engineering team, where we have machines or equipment which are state of the art, but their technologies way ahead of the people who are handling them. And this came as an experience where we realized all the time we are experiencing the same problems over and over again. So due to such a kind of experiences, Synkron Training Center was established to address those gaps which exist in our industries. So what were the real problems that we were facing in the industry? One, we are facing the challenge or the problem of accessibility. And as I mentioned earlier, our technology is moving at a very fast pace. The technology which was existing 3 or 4 years ago is not the same as the one we are experiencing currently. So also, we want to have the same standards which are globally recognized but can be attained here in Africa. Also, we realize that also we don't have the expert trainers who have experienced the real industrial challenges. Now they want to to solve those problems in the classroom setup. Most of the time you find, yes, we have people who have never experienced the industrial problem, but they're teaching this automation. So to address the issue of accessibility, what was the exact problem of accessibility? You find for our engineers to find this serious automation training, it meant one thing: getting to the plane, going to abroad to get this training at those designated training facilities. What does this one mean? It means there is a cost implicated to it. And when the issue of cost, when we have an issue of cost, it means that this training were a purview of the few who could have afforded. So you find not so many of our engineers have been exposed to this kind of training because of the cost associated to it. Also, when it comes to the training facilitators, you find we have the trainers who use classroom theory, but they have not experienced the really plant problem or the shop floor problems. At STC, our trainers are active engineers who go to the plant to solve the really problems which we experience time to time. So whatever we are teaching in class is the things we have experienced, and now we are trying to give the practical knowledge on how to handle such a kind of scenarios whenever they encounter them. Also, if you look at the history of how our technology is evolving, you look at, we were talking of IoT, SCADA systems in the last 2-3 years. Now we are talking of cloud technology, digital twin, automation, autonomous plant, machine learning, just to name a few. So in engineering setup, things keep on evolving, changing. So we need an engineer who is trained to work or who can be deployed to work on today's technology. At Synkron Training Center, we keep on, or we are updating our curriculum as the technology keep on evolving. So we are keeping up with the pace of, evolving technologies. What are the practical skills you are trying to upskill? Initially, if I may give an example, you find you have been exposed to, or you have been told to commission a field in a plant, and you realize you have no knowledge on how to go about it, because the only thing you needed was to learn this thing in a classroom, and then you have not experienced the actual drive in your life experience. Also at Synkron Training Center, we have partnered with the world-class manufacturers of automation equipment like Siemens and Festool, who we have been certified to be their local providers in terms of training and part supply. So this one gives confidence that whatever training we are offering at Synkron Training Center, it's being recognized and it's being certified by these world leaders of this technology. So whenever you receive our certification, it's globally recognized that it will give you an edge whenever you are trying to look for an employment opportunities. So what are some of the training programs we offer at STC, or Synkron Training Center? We do PLCs, all levels of PLCs, from programming to troubleshooting to maintenance, then drive technology, the HMIs and the SCADA, configuration, programming, just to name a few. Who is this program meant for? It's for the companies and individuals. Individuals who want to, upgrade, move from operating an automated machine to owning it. What it means to own, that you can be able to, talk to it, manipulate it the way you want it to work for you, rather than us sometimes watching the equipment and sometimes wondering what to do with it. For companies, it's for those for the plant managers who want to reduce their downtimes and cut down on expensive cost of getting the expertise or specialists from overseas to come and, work for a problem which could have been sorted by their local team. Also, at the same time, to cut also the time it takes for them to handle the challenges they face. So, in Africa, we have realized we have a very serious skill gaps in that a machine which was built 5 years ago, or an engineer who trained 5 years ago, he has been taken by today's technology. At STC, these are some of the things we give to our trainees. We give an hands-on programming on live Siemens rigs, trainees who can commission real industrial plants. Also, we give them certified credentials backed by our practical training, and then also we offer post-training support for the people who have gone through us. So what makes us different from the rest of the team who are doing the automation training? As we are practical and hands-on learning, with the real equipment, which is like the one you experience in the plant. And then we have also come up with a hybrid training model where we have the online so that we cater for those people who not have the sufficient time to conduct this training. So for where the theory is required, we give that option of doing the online training and then in-person practical, now where you are able to engage the real equipment for competency and confidence of handling this equipment. Also, we are able to interact with our engineers who have experience in many or who have worked in many industries with different challenges across Africa. So they have quite a vast experience in different areas. So we'll be able to interact with these people, their experiences, and how they're able to handle those challenges they face day to day. Also, our training has been structured that there is also what we call post-training support. That whenever probably if you went through our academy, you come across any challenges, you'll be able to support you and we'll be able to work with you through the journey to ensure that you have become confident and well-skilled in that area you train with us. Lastly, if I may take you through the levels, we have structured our training in 3 levels: the foundation, intermediate, and advanced levels. So at the foundation level, we want to give confident baseline where you are able to navigate in the automation stuff and you are able to understand different aspects of industrial automation. And then when now you graduate to the level 2, you are able to program, commission, troubleshoot an automation system independently without the assistance of your superior, wherever you are working on. And then the advanced level, now you get to the level where you can be able to design, lead, or deliver an automation project end to end. Yes, Kevin, you can handle the second section of our presentation.
Thank you, Geoffrey, for breaking down the courses and also introducing SDC to the audience that we have today. I think Geoffrey was addressing also the gaps that are there that have been seen with Synkron, and hence why the training center is a key initiative and also something that we are putting out there to help every engineer or aspiring engineer to upskill and become the best for their organizations as individuals and also as part of a company. So now we'll go to Kevin, the second speaker. He's going to break down a bit more about the courses and also give us the technicalities of engaging with the website. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yes, thank you, Susan. So as you've heard, my name is Kevin. I hope you can see my slides. So
we can't hear you, Kevin.
Sorry, you can't hear me?
Kevin, I can hear you clearly. Just go ahead.
Okay. Yes, my name is Kevin Juguna. I'm trainer at the Synkron Training Center. I have years of experience, over 5 years of experience in industrial automation and in the IoT world. And I'll be guiding you through the training options and learning pathways available at the Synkron Training Center that you can take up to meet your training needs. I hope you can see my slides. Zipporah, can you see my slide?
Yes, we can see your slide, Kevin. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks. Yeah. So at the Synkron Training Center, we have 4 training options. So these are, we have 3 training options, and these are products that we've curated for you with different needs in mind. So we have the self-paced learning, where we give you access to Festo LX and Sytrain. Festo LX is a platform for training Festo automation, pneumatics and hydraulics, and also process automation, whereas Sytrain is the digital platform for training Siemens, the Siemens ecosystem of products. So with Festo LX, you get a lot of courses in pneumatics, robotics, IoT. So everything you need to learn, including electrical engineering, you'll get it in Festo LX. And the benefit of Festo LX is that you have bite-sized learning where you have very short lessons. So you can do one simple class over your lunch hour, 15-minute break, and then come later and do another course. And it's also very self-paced, where you are the one who is pacing yourself. You learn at your own time, where you are, where you need it, with any device that you have. And also you get certificates of achievement, and they are all verifiable via the unique ID that they have. Then we have Sytrain, which is now the Siemens part of online training. And with Sytrain, you get Siemens official training on their products, including drives and PLCs and industrial communication protocols. And whatever you might think of is there in Sytrain regarding Siemens. So also this one comes with modular learning methods with videos, tutorials, and intermediate tests. So you get to do tests online at your own time, at your own pace. And we also have virtual exercise labs. If you get that, if you subscribe the Sytrain license, there are some courses where you can have TIA Portal Cloud installed, and you do the virtual exercise lab there. And also for managers, you can assign and track team progress. So you can buy multiple licenses, a bundle of licenses for your team, and then you are able to assign and track their team progress. And then with this, you also get a certificate of completion, and this is issued on the web-based training module completion. So once you complete a training on Sytrain, you get a certificate of completion, which you can use out there. Then we have the second product at Synkron Training Center. This is the Synkron Automation Partner Program. And this is what we are most recommending people to enroll for. And the reason is because we found that there is also, within the training needs, there's a huge gap between a person who is beginning their industrial automation journey and a person who wants to specialize. And most of the Siemens courses, the official Siemens courses that you'll find are specialist courses where you get a certificate of competency after doing a certain learning journey. So let's say you want to become a certified Siemens programmer. So you do TIA programming 1, 2, and 3, and then you do an exam and get that certificate. So that is highly specialized, and we thought that to serve the needs of the people who want to get into automation, and maybe you've done a technical course in the university or in college, and you want to get into the automation career path. So the Synkron Automation Partner Program is the most recommended. So this is a Synkron customized and subsidized introductory course in industrial automation. And the reason why we are calling it Synkron customized is because from the experience that we've had in the industry, doing the 1,000+ projects that we've done, we have been able to get the needs, the gaps that are there with most entry-level technicians, which are making them unable and lack confidence to be able to execute tasks and to troubleshoot and solve problems for which they've been hired to solve. And this leads to the employer now having to either train this technician again or to bring in an OEM service engineer to come and do the work. So the Synkron Automation Program is customized in a way that we give you the knowledge that you require to have first of all, the confidence of an entry-level automation engineer, and also to be able to solve the basic problems that you always find on the shop floor. So the things that you feel, at times as engineers, you feel embarrassed when somebody else is called to do the work that you are supposed to do. So this one, this course is good to bridge that gap, and we are offering it in a hybrid format. So we have the first format is online instructor-led theory, where you'll do virtual simulations, and it's the same way we are in a call. So we'll get into a call with you and the rest of the trainees, and then you all have your softwares with you and your computers with you, and we do the training, which will be in the format of guided projects, and we will be simulating. We'll be doing virtual simulations because, of course, not everyone can afford to have a PLC with them, and this helps you to gain the confidence. Level 1 introduces you to industrial automation using TIA portal and the S7, 1200, and 1500 platform. And level 2 is the intermediate. So this is advanced PLC programming. We also introduce you to HMI design, drive technology, and industrial communication protocols. We also introduce you to process instrumentation and structured fault finding. So you'll leave able to commission complete automated systems in your plant, like a problem that you're experiencing. You'll be able to resolve it and be able to commission it without having to fly in an engineer from the OEM. Then level 3 is an advanced course where you are able now to design and do validation of distributed automation architectures. So for this one, you can be able to automate a complete automation project, multi-PLC communication, advanced industrial communication protocols like OPC-UA, motion control, data logging, and also full-scale distributed project execution. So this is the most recommended course that we offer to you at subsidized costs. You can go to Training Center at trainingcenter.synkron.africa, and you'll be able to see the cost there in your local currency or in USD. And you'll agree with me that they are highly subsidized. So please enroll for this one. The classes have already started. You will check on the training calendar, and you can book at your most convenient, earliest time that you want to. Then I'll jump that slide, go to the third product that we have, which is the Siemens and Festo face-to-face instructor-led training. So now this is the training that now arises from the partnership between the Synkron Training Center and Siemens as a company, and also Festo as a company. If you're already familiar with Siemens and Festo brands, these are very strong brands out there in the industry. And if you have certification from Siemens or Festo, you can do any project out there anywhere in the world. It's recognized. So these are courses that are specialist courses. And after doing the Synkron partner course, you are highly suitable now to do this course and become a specialist. Once you have been introduced into the industrial automation world, you'll be able to understand all the pathways, and you'll be able to select based on having knowledge on the introductory industrial automation course. So for this, it's very hands-on. For this, you must come to the training center in Nairobi, or if the course is only offered in the Siemens training centers, then we will send you to the Siemens training centers. But for this, it's face-to-face and instructor-led. For the Festo courses, we'll offer Festo pneumatic systems and industrial-grade equipment in our training center, where you'll be able to learn using real-world equipment that you'll find on the shop floor. It's also competence-based. So this means that you not only show that you have learned what you have been taught or trained on, but you also show that you can do what you have been trained. So the focus is on doing and not knowing, and you must demonstrate that you can build, program, and troubleshoot live systems, and not just describe the theory. So this is great for anyone who wants to really upskill and who wants to revive their career and maybe specialize in a certain area. So for example, you are an engineer, you've been working in automation, but now you want to specialize in drive technology. You come, you do a course in drive technology, get a certificate of competence, which is formal and is verifiable and is also offered through our partnership with Siemens and Festo. And for this, again, I'll repeat, Siemens, we offer Siemens PLC programming using TIA portal, software integration, SCADA, drive programming, all of that. For Festo, it's all about fluid power. Festo is well known for its pneumatics and hydraulics, and also in its IoT and process automation technologies. Yeah. So now let me go back to this slide and make it clear about the certificates that you get. So for the online courses that you do without coming to the training center, the one that you do self-paced and the one that is instructor-led, but it's online. So there are no interactions with hardware equipment. You get a certificate of completion. For the ones that you come to the training center and you do, you interact with the equipment and you actually do a test, practical test, which we'll call an evaluation to show that you can actually do, you get a certificate of competence. So I think now from the slide, you can already see the difference. And the most important thing here is the outcome. So for the certificate of completion, this just shows that you have learned about it. Well, you can go practice out there on your own and you can also do it, yeah? But for the certificate of competence, it shows that you can do this and it's something that you can go show out there that you can actually do a project because it's a certificate of competence. Yes, so now I'll take you through the learning journey. I think Suzanne has already brushed through this and also Geoffrey. So I'll just go through it very fast. So step one, you just go to the portal, Training Center at Synkron, trainingcenter.synkron.africa. You register, sign up if you've not, you'll get an account. Then step two, take the free assessment. All the pre-evaluations are free. And these are not examinations to test you. This is just to see where you are in your automation journey, because you might be a level 3 qualified person, and you might think you are a level 3 qualified person, but then you take an assessment and you find that, oh, I need to start from level 1. So it's a good thing to just show us and you, and also maybe your teams on where you are and where the training needs lie. Then step 3 is you select and enroll in your course. So based on what you've seen from the assessment, you'll be able to make a decision and select and enroll in the course of your choice. And then step 4, you complete your training. So either each training has its own requirements. Once you've enrolled and you've paid, you receive an email with all the details. So if you are supposed to show up at the training center, you'll have the dates and you'll show up, do the training. If it's online, you'll have all the dates there and every detail and the platform that the online training will be conducted. And then after completing the training and all the evaluations, if applicable, then you receive your certificate. And this applies to the Synkron Partner Automation course and the Siemens and Festo certification courses. For the online, for the Citrine and Festo LX, those ones you get a license and you learn anywhere you want. So those ones you don't have to do an assessment or anything. You just learn what you need at any time. You are faced with a problem on the shop floor, and it's a Festo cylinder, pneumatic cylinder, you don't know, or it's a Festo pneumatic valve. So you just get into Festo LX, look for the relevant course, which is a 10-minute video, watch it, and then from there you can be able to resolve the challenge or understand the particular component in front of you. Yeah, so the support system, Geoffrey has talked about support. So we'll be working with you throughout your journey. Once you become a Synkron trainee, we want to make sure that you can be able to implement your duties without any issues. So in case you are stuck in any way in terms of training, the web-based training, or you have an issue in the field and you're stuck, so we have support. So the general technical questions that we have in the training center, maybe after the training, when you're doing your web-based training, those ones we'll offer them at no additional cost. And then we have issues where you are in the field and you need to actually be linked with a field service engineer who can support you and walk with you through the problem and arrive at a solution. That one we might need to charge so that we can give you a good service. And also, if an engineer needs to come on site, we will do a quotation for you. So the support is available. It's only a call away or an email away, and you are sorted. Then why does the Synkron Training Center training matter, and why do you need to pay the money and invest in these courses and this knowledge? So for students and graduates, you are transitioning from theoretical classes now. You're going out there, you want to actually solve problems technically. So the Synkron Training Center offers you, let me call it a playground for you to be able to transition. You will be able to interact with equipment and also interact with trainers who've actually solved these problems in the field practically. And also our engineers will also be available there at the training center. So you'll interact, you'll be able to network with other trainers, other trainees. So it's look at it like a place where you can be able to network and understand what is expected of you out there before you actually start your automation career. As a technician or an engineer who's already started their career and you've already realized that you have a skill gap that you need to fill, then the Synkron Training Center is for you. Being in Nairobi, you don't have to fly out to South Africa or go all the way to Germany to do a course for you to be able to upskill. So you come to the Nairobi Training Center, or you get the license for Festo LX and Citrain, and you're able to upskill yourself, and you become of more value to your employer. For engineering managers, this is good for you to be able to evaluate your team using the Festo LX and Citrain. You can manage their training and evaluate them and see where they are. You can also be able to assign courses for them. You can bring them to the Synkron Training Center, and we can do an evaluation for you and tell you where the needs lie, and you can pay for the relevant courses that are required. For companies, this is an investment with trained staff, skilled staff. You're able to achieve higher operational efficiency. You're also able to reduce wastage, and you're also able to reduce downtime, and also monitor your utilities in a much better state. And to be honest, to be honest, also you'll have a much happier workforce, because if I'm an engineer and you've employed me and you've empowered me to be able to resolve the problems on the shop floor, I'm much happier because I have all the tools. And tools don't only mean that you give somebody a toolbox. No, tools can also be the software that they use and the training that they have, and also the platforms that they can use to refer quickly, such as Festo LX and Citrain. So I will stop there and give it back to Suzanne to take us through the rest.
All right. Thank you, Kevin, for giving us a detailed breakdown on the courses and also what courses you recommend. Please remember that you can put your questions in the question box and we are going to address them. And I will begin with the first question that has been put down by Geoffrey. It says, I'm a software engineer student who has a passion in machine learning, and I have noticed that the courses focus on programming, IoT, and automation. Since AI is becoming increasingly important in the modern systems, are there applications of machine learning in industrial automation? And does your training include any exposure to AI or model training for automation solutions? Geoffrey, I will let you take that one.
Yes, thank you, Geoffrey Kirumba, for your good question. Yes, there is an opportunity for a software engineer to engage in machine learning and also in artificial intelligence. As all of you are aware, our automation has now moved from the hardware bit of it to a predictive direction where machines are able to predict what's going to happen and able to adjust the systems accordingly. So for someone who has done software, they're able to give the required programs or data for the machine to be able to take the required informational data to be able to predict the outcome of whatever process it's subjected to. So yes, there is a high applicability of software engineers, especially when it comes to cloud computing, machine learning, and the Internet of Things, IoT.
Okay, thank you, Geoffrey, for that explanation. There's another question. How much to pay for the full package? So for the Synkron Partner course, it's for online only, it's $350 per level. It's in 3 levels, as Kevin had explained earlier. We also have a bundled package for all 3 levels. You pay $100. For the hybrid classes, it's $650 and packaged deal of $1,650. That's for Dodos on the chat. I don't think there's any other question at the moment. If you have a question, kindly feel free to drop it on the chat.
Maybe as we wait for for more questions, I'm sure people are typing them. I would like also to add that as a software engineering student, I think industrial automation is a very valid path for you that you can take as a career path. And this is my view. So you find that nowadays, the software engineering world, the traditional software engineering world is already flooded, and AI is also taking over that world. Right now, junior roles have reduced because AI can do basic programming. It's better at syntax than any engineer out there, and it can do programming using best principles, so reducing the chances for errors. So the industrial automation world is an optional path that you can take, which is, according to me, a more lucrative path, because the industrial automation world, you get to interact with the actual hardware and equipment that you're dealing with. And as a software engineer, there is an opportunity for you to be able to use the very abundant amount of data that is produced in production plants to give meaningful insights and to also do meaningful things with it. For example, you find that a machine that was installed 15 years ago in a production plant doesn't have any sensors to collect data for predictive maintenance or for to be able to track its efficiency. So as a software engineer trained in industrial automation, you'll be able to recommend the client or your employer to adopt or to invest in an IoT project where you can hook up sensors to the machine, get that data, or maybe get the data from the PLC or SCADA system, and then create a dashboard for it, analyze the data, use machine learning. You can also use AI for it, manipulate the data the way you want to be able to get the meaningful information or the actions that you need done. So if you think of it like that, then there are a lot of opportunities for software engineers and software engineering students to get into industrial automation.
All right. Thank you, Kevin, for that insight. I will go to the other questions that have been asked, and then we can address those ones first. So someone, Nshuti has asked how much to pay for the full package. And then we also have another question from Tom Sifuna. He asks, how do you support those trainees from your center in terms of securing job opportunities, especially those who come direct from college to join your center? All right, so those are the questions that are there. Kevin, will you address the one for the cost for packages? Yeah, address the one for bundle, and then we'll take the question for Tom after.
So for full packages, well, it depends on the product that you are procuring. So I'm guessing you are talking about the Synkron automation bundle. And for the full package is subsidized. So if you are paying for level 1, level 2, level 3, maybe Zipporah, you'll correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 100,000 Kenya shillings for level 1, 2, and 3 online course. And for level 1, 2, and 3 in-person training, it's 165,000 Kenyan shillings. So in US dollars, I think that should be around 1650 US dollars and 1,000 US dollars for the two. So if you look at it, it's subsidized. If you pay for level 1 only and level 2 only or level 3 only, it's much higher.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. I think Susan will be able to give us further clarification of the cost of the bundles. I think something like 25% has been extended. But to answer the question of a student who asked about the opportunities, we thank you for that question. So what I can say, at our training center, the way we believe that our training is a pathway that is complete by its aspect that we are not only giving you a skill, but will give you a competence which is required for you to be able to secure a job out there. So we understand that many of our trainees, especially those coming, like the one who said is coming straight from the campus, they are seeking a future. And at our training center, we are industry-linked training design, where our programs are designed not in isolation, but they're built in partnership with industry or what's missing in the industry, meaning the skills you learn are exactly what the employers are looking for. Also, at STC, we maintain an active relationship with a wide network of employers across multiple sectors, which increases your employability, especially when you say you graduated from STC. Also, for the trainers who are coming from our training center, we prepare you for the job market itself. And how we do this, we understand what exactly the industry needs, and that's what we train you on. And lastly, our global network advantage. Being trained at our official or at our training center gives you access to something most training centers cannot offer. That is Siemens ecosystem. Also, the mentorship and the alumni network you will be exposed to. You will find you will be able to interact with the experienced industry practitioners who have maintained an active professional network across different industries. So yes, we may not be able to give you a direct job placement, but the opportunities would be able to expose you to. It's something that you may not find it elsewhere else, and you will have that an edge of you securing an employment faster than somebody who did not go through our center. Because while you are training with us, you'll be able to you will be able to interact with people from different industries, and through that, your network and your experience will be able to get from here. It will help you be able to be exposed to the opportunities rather than you being out there where nobody would not get to understand your competence and all that. Because at our training center, we'll be training managers, we'll be training people with connection in different industries. So there's a lot of advantage that you'll be able to get from our training center.
All right, so I think Geoffrey and Kevin have covered that properly in terms of explaining the network that you get after you get your certification and complete the courses as well. So thank you, guys. I can see the questions coming in through the chat. Please continue putting them down. This is why we're here, to address every question that is coming in. So we have more questions from Didier. He's asking, after he has finished the training, what is the possibility of joining the Synkron team? And then we also have another question from Isaac. Isaac is asking, what is the cost duration for Synkron Automation Bundle and for the full program, that is? Now, before they get to answer the questions, I would like to mention and also clarify that also as part of upskilling and also building expertise at Synkron Training Center, which is part of the reason why it is here, to upskill and also train the more engineers. We need more engineers out here. We are gracious enough to extend an incentive to the people that have joined today. So there's going to be discount code on the Synkron Automation Bundle. There's going to be a 25% discount, meaning if you buy the bundle as a whole, then you do get a discount. We'll also extend discounts on the L1, L2, and L3 courses that were broken down, and you will get 10% discounts with this one. So we are creating tickets. Please feel free to claim this before we finish this webinar, and after we finish as well, we'll get in touch with you and we can share with you this codes so that you can use them. You'll also know how long the codes are valid for, and you can take advantage of them while you're still at it. This 25% discount is going to be extended for the first 100 people. So if you know other engineers or your organization is looking into skill building, this is the perfect opportunity to grab these courses as well. So for the L1, L2, L3 as well, these are going to be for the first 100 people who sign up, they get 10% off on that one. And for the, again, Synkron Automation Bundle, that's the one you get 25% discount. So I'll let the trainers ask, can Didier join Synkron team? And at the same time also, Isaac wants to know how long the duration of the course. So over to you, trainers. Kevin and Geoffrey, please take over.
Yeah, I think for the duration of the course, each level is 5 days, whether it's face-to-face or online, 5 days, totaling to 15 days for the 3 levels. Then the question about whether you can join the Synkron team, I think you've asked whether there is a possibility. So I think there is always a possibility for anything to happen. And when you come for the training, and you actually show
the trainers, if they've had me, but please come through and answer those questions. But just to begin, Didier, I guess joining Synkron Training Center requires application, and I'm pretty sure that we're always open to get more skill. Just have to follow the, apply, and then we turn your skills into actual work. So there's always opportunity for sure. It's not guaranteed, but definitely you have to continue signing up, you have to continue upskilling, and that's what we look for and we aim to be as well, as much as we are also training. For the automation bundle, the program, I'll let the trainer also tell you the duration for this, but these courses also have been stipulated on the website, how long they take, and also you can interact with the portal just to see. At the same time, we also have a help desk through the website that you can be able to address any questions that haven't been addressed in the meantime. But please do continue putting your questions on the question box. They're going to be addressed. So let me let one of the trainers answer. I'm seeing in the comment section they've already been answered, but Kevin or Geoffrey, just feel free to also take over and respond. Now, the next question is also from Geoffrey, and he's asking, does Synkron Training Center offer internship opportunities for software engineering students without prior machine experience?
I think for that question of an internship opportunity, Kevin had started handling it, and I think perhaps he was at the tail end, as he had indicated, there is that possibility. Whenever you are training with us or you train with us, and there's an opportunity that requires such a person, then of course you'll be the first person to be considered. And considering also our network across Africa, we may find there is an organization which needs such a person. Definitely will be at a high level that to be recommended for that opportunity. So there is every reason, what you call a reason that you need to train with us, for the simple reason that you'll be able to be at a space that you'll be able to be connected whenever these opportunities come along. Yes, so as I was explaining, every good reason that when you train with Synkron, you get yourself to have exposed to many of our clients across the continent whom we're working with. So whenever an opportunity arises, you will be the first person to be considered. Also at Synkron Training Center, we have our sister company called Synkron Africa, which carries or which do many projects across the continent. So whenever we have an opportunity also, these are the kind of people we'll get a pull from to work with us or to work for our clients. So yes, there's always an opportunity. There's always a chance for the people who have worked with us or who have trained with us to be getting the internship or to be hired with us or with our partners whom we are working for across the continent.
All right, Kevin, do you have anything to add?
I think everything has been answered. I had already also answered one of the questions. I think you were not hearing me, but yeah, I think all is good.
Thank you, Kevin. As we come to the end of the webinar, I'd just like to remind you and also first please thank everyone that joined today. It's an honor and also a pleasure that we get to have this discussion on building data and making data. And with that, then please, I'd just like to remind you again that this is the opportunity to claim the offer that we've put out on our website. They're currently active. If you look through the link that has just been shared right now on the chat box, you will find that there is offers on the Synkron bundle, which you get a 25% off offer. And this is valid for the first 100 people that sign up. And there's also offers of 10% off on courses for L1, L2, and L3 individually. So feel free to continue interacting with us. If you have any questions, we are readily available, and our able, skilled trainers who are also field engineers with experience would be able to guide you to answer your questions, to give you insights for the market, and to continue skill building together. So thank you so much. I appreciate. I guess I will leave this opportunity for anyone with more questions, for anyone with interactions or reactions. You can use the emoji to react. At the same time, also continue dropping your questions. So I'll give it a couple of minutes before we can close the webinar.
Thank you, everyone. So remember to start today, not tomorrow. You have the offer extended to you. Just go to trainingcenter.synkron.africa, create your free account. It takes 2 minutes, take the pre-assessment, a maximum of 30 minutes, and enroll in your recommended course and secure your spot. Thank you. Looking forward to interacting with you and sharing more.
All right, seeing that there are no more questions on the question box, I think I would like to again appreciate everyone that has joined this webinar. Feel free to continue asking the questions that you have. And from my side, I do thank you for joining and thank you for asking all the questions and interacting with us today. Now, I will give an opportunity for the speakers to give their last remarks, and then we can close it and call it an evening or an afternoon, wherever you are. So, Geoffrey, please take over.
Thank you, Susan, and the rest of the team members. First of all, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the entire team who organized this webinar. It has been insightful on industrial automation. It's evident that an effort when put into planning and execution, everything comes to a success. I want also to thank our esteemed resource persons and our audience, and for the people who have put up their questions and for the interest you have shown this evening. It's a clear sign that this program or the automation need, it's not actually a need, but rather a want. It's something which is required not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now. As Kevin had put it, don't wait any longer for you to enroll for this course. Take this opportunity which has been granted by our management by giving a further discount for the first 100 enrolled. So we are looking forward to have you either on our training facility or on the online platform, so that we can engage further on this an interesting topic of automation and moving the world forward. So I wish to thank each and every one of you, the people who have been working behind the scene, Susan and the rest of the team, and Zipporah, for putting everything forward and to having this seamless conversation this evening. For the rest of the team members and the participants, we look forward to having you and having a way forward, or looking forward for a better future and full of people who are confident to work in the world of automation. I sincerely hope in the coming days we're going to have a number of you registering for the classes and to be able to interact further on the opportunities and skills required for us to be able to perform our work. Otherwise, I thank you, and may you have a productive afternoon and evening from wherever you're listening to us this evening. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Kevin, do you have anything to say before we close?
Just to thank all the whole audience and the organizers of the webinar and everyone on board. So we look forward to engaging with you more. In case you have more questions, just reach out to the email that is shown. You can also go to the website and get more information. And I think Zipporah will be in touch with you after the webinar just to get your feedback. So thank you all. Looking forward to interacting with you more, and have a good evening.
All right, this marks the end of our webinar. Thank you again for joining. The portal is pretty much user-friendly, from accessing the course to the assessment to the payment. So feel free to engage with us, and we look forward to hosting you on another webinar. Have a lovely evening and also have a lovely afternoon as well.